I love it because its head moves, its arms move. The little tail is actually the zipper. All right, and we are back for another video. So today's video is going to be one of my kind of favorites videos of me showing off some of the items in my own collection. Thought it would be fun to do a bag or some of my favorite bags that I like to carry around. Some of them are more practical than others. Honestly, the majority of them, I'd say maybe a little impractical, but you know, that's kind of the fun of it. Being me, the majority of it is really going to be dated back to the 50s through 70s. Yeah, I'd say anything earlier or later won't be in that won't be in this video. So, yeah, without further ado, I think we'll get into it. And if there's a little bit of redness on my face, I did just try to shave and that never goes well for me. Don't know why that is. Maybe it's my dad never actually taught me how to shave, so I'm just at, you know, the ripe age of almost 30, which I've been rounding up. I'm 26 now, but I'm just saying I'm pushing 30, so I can adjust to the idea of being 30 one of these days. Anyways, besides my ramble, today's video will be pretty fun, just showing off some of my favorite bags, some things I like to carry around. So without further ado, let's get into it. Thanks so much for being here. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you are. So I think first off, we'll start off with one of my, probably the bag I've had, or like purse I've had probably the longest. I think I got this one when I was literally 16, so we are talking about like 10 years at this point. Let me just I don't even know what's in it. Honestly, just like a bunch of like random things. I just have this on like my vanity, but just like a lighter, a button, cute little like tin, and like Mr. and Mrs. Claus. That basically shows you where the state of my brain is at. Some cute cards and what have you. But yeah, I got this at an antique store at least 10 years ago when I used to live in Virginia. I believe this one is by the artist Anton Peck. Yeah. But it's this kind of like 3D wooden lucite purse. Absolutely love it. It looks like maybe there's like a hair extension or something in it. Knowing me, there probably is. But yeah, I got this for about $15 back in the day. I think I really sell them for at least like 35 and up, depending on the style, but I will never get rid of this one. I love its little feet, and honestly, I can probably tell you I've never actually carried this around as a bag, just because honestly, I don't really have a great excuse. I really need to one of these days. I think I've always just kind of had it crammed with things, other treasures and such. So one of these days, it's definitely got to come out with me. It's great because you can also use it kind of as a weapon, because this is quite heavy. So who needs pepper spray when you have a 1960s wooden purse? So that was the first of the favorites. I will try to go through these a little bit more fast. Next off, I think I've shown this one quite a few times, so I'll just do a really quick little glimpse. We have a 1967, I do believe, little Twiggy purse made by Mattel, back when they did a collab with the one and only Twiggy. This one's made of vinyl, in really nice shape. I'm actually looking for the white version of it. One of these days I would like to try to find. I have pretty much most of the collection that they did. I think I'm only really missing the binder that they released, but I have the little treasure box and the little mini purse as well. Actually, let me show you the little mini purse. But yes, like I was saying, we have the little treasure box, which is just kind of a little keepsake box. And then we have a cute little mini purse, which honestly, I've only carried this around once, last time I went to New York. But mine has a little bit of wear and tear, and honestly, I'm looking for duplicates of all of these at this point. I've sold the Twiggy purse a couple of times, but now I think I am trying to look for one where I can take that one out and about a little bit more. Since I do only have the one currently, I never tend to really carry this one out because it is in the collection. So one of these days, once I find another bag and duplicates of these, I'll probably be a little bit more prone, but only having one, granted, don't see the mini purse come up all too often. I think I got that one for a steal, probably off like Poshmark. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it, so got that one at a steal. Think I found the actual Twiggy bag. I bought that for my birthday one year. And I think pretty much paid about retail, which retail goes from, I probably sell them about like 175-ish. I think I found mine for like about 130. So a little shy of retail, but anyways. And then honestly, I couldn't even tell you where I got the Twiggy treasure box, but I think I maybe paid under 50 for it, if I had to guess. So next off, the vinyl kind of purse route of the 60s is going to be pretty heavy on this. Next one, I actually found this cute little Flower Power, little circular like train looking case. Really sweet. I actually got this at an antique store, and it was full of Dawn dolls, which I ended up selling all of the Dawn dolls, and obviously had to keep the little purse. I like it because it's actually somewhat functional. It's not too tiny. Definitely pairs well with my vintage looks. Overall, 10 out of 10. A little bit more unique for the size. Next one, again, not being the most practical, I will say, but I have only carried it around a few times. Granted, I'm looking for the other two variations. But we actually have a vintage 60s like 45 holder. So basically, like I said, not the most practical. So you would kind of open it up, put your little like records in it for storage. But honestly, you step outside with this and you are going to get some looks, which I love. I love to like kind of play up my bags and do some funky ones. Especially when I go to like flea markets or like any vintage related expo or what have you, just to, you know, play up the outfit a little bit more. And I honestly wouldn't carry this around every day just because it is furry and I don't want to get it too dingy or anything, but definitely looking for, I think they had a yellow and a blue version, so love those. I forgot the name. I think they actually had a particular name of them. So next we will do, I actually love these. These are pretty practical. I actually use these a lot when I do my mail runs. I always kind of load up a bunch of tote bags whenever I have to go to the post office, because I usually have a bunch of like bubble mailers and what have you. So absolutely love these. These are kind of like a transparent, just like floral tote bag. These are actually pretty common, I'm not gonna lie. I have a few of them, but these two are the ones I definitely wear out the most. Yeah, I think I actually had this one in my booth one time. And just ended up keeping it because I'm kind of obsessed with these, and I don't have a lot of black in my own collection, or like outfit wise, so always trying to look for some black detailing. This one honestly would be perfect for Halloween, so next time October comes around this year, we'll definitely be probably wearing this one out and about a little bit more, but 10 out of 10. You can usually find these for about like 20 bucks usually and under, so highly recommend if you ever see these to pick them up. They're quite fun. They make just the, you know, average day, mundane kind of little shopping adventures a little bit more fun, if you ask me. So next off, I actually have only worn this one out a handful of times, and it's a common theme. Some of them are a little bit more delicate and I only want to like take them out for special occasions. This one I'm actually really obsessed with. This one's actually done by Holiday Fair in 1963, but it has a little pose doll on it with a cute little dog. You can actually like, I don't know, kind of like move her legs and what have you. So really whimsical. I've actually never come across another one quite like it. So when I found this one, I think on eBay, I probably paid about 20 bucks for it as well. I love that it has a little like pencil holder. I think that's really clever. But yeah, overall, kind of has like a loud noise. So handles are pretty fragile. So I'm really only gonna put like some gum and a wallet in this and maybe my phone. But again, try not to overtly use this just because, you know, it's 60 years old at this point plus. Next off, let's see, I think we're gonna keep going with some of those vinyl purses that I love. So this next one, I actually have a great story. Last time I was in IKEA, which I don't really go to IKEA that often, but I think I was looking for actually the shelving I have behind me when I went to go pick that up. But yeah, I actually ended up taking this purse and had one of the most wonderful little conversations with this woman. She I think had a Betty Boop purse and she really enjoyed mine. This one is actually like a little Pee-wee doll tote, which is kind of a very similar style of doll to like the Kittles, which I also will have a Kittle bag later in this one, but this one's made by Unita. Just really like it. Granted, you're not gonna fit much into these. Like I said, not the most practical, but I can definitely fit my phone, my wallet, keys, and what have you. And I don't know, something just makes me giggle being like a 6'1" in usual platform grown man, just kind of, you know, carrying a little teeny tiny house purse. It makes me giggle. I guess this is actually technically a little houseboat, which I don't think I ever realized that. But yeah, it's a cute little houseboat. I actually might take this to the beach this upcoming week. I'm gonna actually be in Florida, so that might be fun. Next one I love to do is actually this cute little troll purse. I actually have only come across this like once before. Granted, I will always like, with this one, I'll usually stick a doll or something in it when I am going out because it does have a clear kind of opening, but I will say this one's good for like festivals or what have you because you do have to have like a transparent bag when you go usually. So this one, if I'm going to like a concert venue or what have you that needs to have a see-through kind of bag ordeal, I will take this one. Just, it's cute, I like it. So next off, I think we will go in that same field. I absolutely love this. I have worn this one out quite a bit. This is a World of Barbie like lunchbox. Granted, I don't have the thermos to this. I still am on the hunt for it, but I really, really love it. I think I've taken this one to New York. I've definitely taken this one just out shopping. Just me being me, there's usually just like random leftovers things in it, like little earplugs and stickers. What can you not love? But yeah, love this. I think the size of it is really great and a little bit more durable than maybe like the little teeny tiny ones with that handle. Next I have carried this one around a few times. Cute little Kittle purse. Too cute. Again, I like the size of the teeny tiny wallet, keys, phone, and you're good. Sometimes I'll even add like a strap so I can actually wear it as a crossbody, but honestly, I just put some Kittles in it for a little TikTok / reel after I do this. But cute little Kittles, absolutely love these. If you're not familiar with the little Kittles, these were made by Mattel back in the day, I think they were mid 60s, if I do believe, but huge fan of those. I'm actually gonna do a Kittle collection video upcoming. I'm probably gonna film it actually today, but you'll probably see it in a few months or so, if I had to guess. But absolutely love that. Again, this one is from, let's see, 1967, so that is a pretty common theme there. So next off we have, let's see, oh, actually, I'll show this one. This one actually, Natalie, who owns the antique store I have my spot at, Digger's Antiques and Uniques, she actually gave this one to me. I really love the pattern. Handles are good. Again, another nice like tote bag. I can just kind of, can't really like fit it over like my big man shoulders, unfortunately. But really cute. I will say this one is so weird because it's like, it's crunchy, like the inner lining is just like kind of messed up and it just like cracks over time. So I will say, you know, it doesn't like flake too much. As I say that, it's flaking everywhere, but you know, it's really fun. Even if sometimes it is just display. But honestly, I'd love to figure out how to like, I don't know, maybe like put it in the washing machine or something, trying to get all the flakiness like inner lining out of it. If I could do that, it would probably be worn a lot more. But absolutely love that. And this next one I actually found in North Carolina with my brother. Really cute. Actually was so excited to find this one. It actually has a little photo album in it that kind of matches. Again, it kind of just looks like cute like Japan pose dolls on the front. Absolutely obsessed. I like the smaller size ones, as we can clearly see. Something about this size is just kind of nice. Because if I have a huge bag out and about, I'm just kind of like shifting through it. I just put a lot of stuff in my bag. So if I can kind of limit myself when I go out, probably for the best. But again, like the longer strap on this one, and I've just never seen another one like it, to be completely honest. And if I had to guess, this one is probably late 60s. But yeah, really cute. Love the graphics on that one. And then, yeah, I think this little photo album actually is, I think it's Holiday Fair 1969. So definitely go well. Yeah, I don't think the bag is actually marked at all. So if anyone knows who the maker of the bag is, let me know. I'd love to find more. Next off, I guess we'll show some of my like travel bags, since I am dating somebody who is in a different state. I've been flying a lot more lately, so I have been able to find some really good travel bags. This one is actually probably my most recent one that I have found, which I have like pretty much the rest of the set of this one. I think this is Samsonite. Yeah, this one's a Samsonite, but it's just a, you know, a crossbody kind of carry-on luggage. But this one's kind of the hot pink, which I absolutely adore. Granted, I need to wipe mine off a little bit. That's the only thing about like traveling with vintage. I'm like, oh, don't love it. Usually my like, I'll take like a newer duffel bag when I go traveling, and usually my carry-on is vintage. Just because, I don't know, I don't trust, I don't trust the airline. Granted, they do a great job, not downplaying them. Bags get thrown around so much, so usually I'll find like a newer, just kind of plain duffel bag for that. And then, you know, vamp it up with the carry-on. But yeah, huge shout out to Funky Finds. Love that place if you are in Iowa, more specific, the Des Moines area. Great vintage shop, especially if you love some mid-century. But this one, I actually had been eyeballing on eBay for, I don't know, like a year. And honestly, it wasn't a horrible price. I don't know why I never just kind of like bit the bullet and bought it. But found the same exact one for, I think this, maybe the same price. Really love this one. Let's see. It kind of has like a terry cloth outside of it, and kind of the leather, so lining, but overall pretty cute. So love that one when I travel. It's a really good one. And the next thing I'll show, which granted, I don't ever actually take these if I'm flying somewhere, but especially for like day trips, like I'm about to go to Florida in a week or so, I absolutely love train cases for that. This one is a Royal Traveler. Yeah, this one's a Royal Traveler. But again, that pink I absolutely love. And yeah, I just like, I have a ton of luggage just around my room. I keep a lot of like my inventory for Etsy and other places in the said suitcases, just a little easy. I actually ended up getting into vintage luggage because of my mother. Back in the day, she doesn't do it so much anymore, but she would actually like paint on vintage luggage. We would find that like the thrift for like memento like cases. So for like babies, so I think I have one that has all like my baby stuff and what have you in it. Just kind of cute little keepsake things that, you know, tie in that vintage. And a lot of times we used to find a little bit harder nowadays, but we would find just luggage at like Goodwill all the time for like $5, if that. And of course, ended up keeping the pink. I think I found this one, honestly, not super long ago. I think I found this one at an antique store in Georgia, actually. So you never know what you can find. I don't think it actually had its key anymore, but a lot of times they don't have the keys. I don't know, this one's pretty wacky. So this one was actually found by my boyfriend in Iowa, but it is this little like Alvin and the Chipmunks little purse. I love it because it like its head moves, its arms move. The little tail is actually the zipper. Again, the practicality of these, I don't know what, I mean, I could maybe fit like some candy and like some gum in it, but like you're not fitting much. Like phone's literally the same size of this, so it's not serving much storage, but just to walk down the street with a wacky little, I think this is technically Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks, but just to carry around this is just so kind of funny to me. Really whimsical. I like fun just bags. But yeah, that was pretty much like my top, let's just kind of round this to 10. My top 10 favorite purse slash bags that I will occasionally carry. I also carry around like a lot of tote bags, but honestly, most of those aren't vintage. They might be like kind of vintage inspired, but these are like my true vintage purses and bags. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of them. Definitely let me know what you think of them in the comments if you have any vintage purses, any luggage, what have you. Oh, I think I did forget. Now, granted, these actually do not serve as a purse whatsoever. I mean, I guess you could put some stuff in it, but also like the idea of carrying these around, these are like the Remco TV Jones little guys. Like, how cute would that be if you just kind of showed up to the function in it? But anyways, yeah, that's been pretty much about everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, I'm Cole at Kitschy Flower. If you're not following all the other social media platforms, Kitschy Flower on all of them. The Etsy shop where I find lots of cool vintage, very much in the keeping of some of the stuff I have here. That will be listed down below. And then I do my new inventory sales on Whatnot every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So until the next one, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next. Bye.